What is going on, everyone, and welcome back to another Black Desert video. So today we had the Alchemy Stone change, and people are probably panicking, buying sharps, and I wanted to show you the best way to get them yourself in case you guys were interested. So as we all know, gathering is very profitable, and people are wondering, oh, so how do you get most of your sharps? The answer really is the Fairy's Breath. What you do is get them and then exchange it. I know a lot of people are doing the contribution exchange, but the way you do that is instead of doing that, you get the sharp. So NPC right here, you could do it in any town as long as Dalashin is here. You exchange it and you get the sharps. So yeah, that's how you get them every week, assuming you're doing all your rift bosses and keeping up with the upgrades. It's about like 2,400-ish sharps, which is actually a lot. So aside from that, you could do the alternative, which is going to the Old Moon vendor, which is in every town as well. I don't exactly know where it is in the other towns, but in Heidel, it's over here. And you guys might actually have a few of these Aquila Piece of Old Moons. These are the equivalent. So you would need 2 of these, plus the Rift Boss materials, so like 100 mil per thing, or 20 sharps and the thing. So that's one way to do it, but I wanted to show you guys my gathering setup in case you guys want to do it yourself as well. And obviously more mastery helps with everything, but at the same time, I'm just going to quickly run down what I use. All right, so with the new Alchemy Stone change, you can combine your Khan's Heart if you have it, plus any other life stone you had. Just use the highest one you had. I had Resplendent, and so this one just combines the stats, which is the new best in slot. Obviously, you want Splendid and Shining in the future, but that's time limited. Other things, I would say for most people, if you are not a hardcore gatherer, probably a Tet Manos is probably the best thing within like budget range. And then you're probably wondering which life skill or like which type of gathering is the best one. In my opinion, it doesn't matter as long as you're getting the fairy things that we just did the exchange on. But if you're looking for XP, the Manos Hoe is the best one. If you're looking for silver, probably Fluid Collector or Butcher Knife, because you could turn that, or you could use those materials into cooking and alchemy and then sell it for profit as well. XP is the hoe, and then Lumbering Axe is kind of, it's not bad, but you kind of just have to know what you're crafting in particular, whereas the other ones you could just make easy crafts, and these are more long-term ones. Same with the pickaxe and tanning knife for like horse gear and leathers. These are for rocks to make the utensils and everything else, and these are the more for profit ones. So yeah, it doesn't really matter at the end of the day which one you do. They all kind of feel the same, but I would say ones that I'd recommend for like beginners and non-life skiller mains is probably either herb gathering with the hoe or fluid collecting, you know, just trees, wherever it is more density. So I have some videos that I talked about my favorite gathering spots. There's 2 parts to it. I'll leave those in the description if you guys want to check them out. They're kind of a longer video, but I show you like in detail which spots are actually very good for all of them. And so you can check that out. But overall, those are what I wanted to talk about. Here's the gathering lightstone artifact combo I use. I use Yawning Hedgehog. This may or may not be the best setup, but I chose it because gathering item drop rate is really good. Gathering XP, you know, it's whatever. Recovery is nice, and then mastery is always better. So I think I value gathering item drop rate highest, and that's why I use it on the artifacts as well. I see people using mastery for gathering, like the artifact type, but I use drop rate because I just think that's a little bit better. Even if I get a little bit less XP overall, at the end of the day, it's not that big of a deal. So yeah, just get the ones you want. Yawning Hedgehog it's kind of expensive, but if you do a lot of gathering, it does pay off. So Fortune, Iridescent, and I believe the Gathering Plains and Forest, one of them is expensive. Let me look that up for you guys right now. Let's see. Yeah, Gathering Mastery, the Forest one is kind of high. Plains is not bad at all. The Special Lightstone for Iridescent, that one's kind of expensive, so. And then Fortune is under blue, and Fortune is like 1 billion. So I think the total cost of the Lightstone combo is probably around 4 or 5 billion, but trust me when I say you make that silverback so fast, and I think this is personally the best combo to use for it. But ultimately, as long as you're, getting more drop rate, that's good. Mastery is a bonus on the side. Anything else? Okay, so here are the buffs that I use. I think if you have a decent enough mastery, popping the secret books is also good, but you have to kind of lock in for an hour. You can't just, grind for 30 or like gather for 30 and then, stop. Ideally, you just kind of want to lock in for an hour, start using energy potions. You can get these off the market or change it and exchange them for energy in Velia. Other things I used: Verdure, drafts, and any event buffs you have going on, like this seafood, and then all these event ones going on right now. Also, if you want to go above and beyond, you could use the Perfume of Swiftness, and these are kind of expensive, but this is more just going for XP and everything else. But other things that will help you is Miraculous Herbal Medicine and the Mellow Herbal Medicine. So these are actually not too bad. If you do the weekly, Black Shrine bosses, you get a bunch of the coin thingies, and then you exchange them for the Strange and Beautiful Herbs, and then you just combine them with the energy potions. And so, yeah, it's a bunch of energy. Like in an hour or two, I can get like probably around 300 to 500 sharps, including the exchange, maybe even more, depending on how much I do in an hour. So I know, like, getting 2,500 sharps every week, or maybe double if you're actually keeping up with it, sounds like a lot. But if you do gathering like 1 or 2 hours a day, you can meet that quota, pretty easily. So just wanted to give you guys tips for what I do. Obviously, more mastery is everything, but at very minimum, like Tet gear is good enough. Tet tools, and just if you only have a Khan's Heart, that's fine. And you don't have enough for the other Alch Stones, that's also fine. But higher is better, but just use what you have. And then I guess the life skill crystals, these are just what you have in general. If you don't have the best in slot ones and you only have the XP versus mastery ones, I do believe mastery will help you a lot more in the long run, but ultimately these are just XP, and then these are the ones that matter because those give you mastery in total. So yeah, try to work on the main ones first before the Djinns at the bottom. You also do need pre-own as well if you're using all of them, but it's not a big deal. Mastery is very important. And then let's see what other tent buff for the life skill, and then guild buff if you can pop that for more XP. And I think that's about it. Just use all the life buffs and the house ones that you get from events and just start gathering. So with that said, check the videos I left in the description. Those are part 1 and 2. There's a beginner all the way to end game. I talk about all the spots I grinded, or not grinded, gathered, and I'm Guru 42. That means I do a lot of it. And yeah, hopefully that helps you out. Also, before I wrap up, I just want to say thank you guys so much for watching. If you are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. I try to keep my guides updated, and hopefully they help all of you guys. But at the same time, we do have an event going on right now, the Support a Creator. And so on screen, I have a code if you're thinking about buying any pearls or upgrading your game package. If you're new, use my code. It does help me out, and I just get a small portion of it. So even if you're a free-to-play player, that's okay. As long as you're watching, that's always appreciated, but any support helps out. So I just wanted to talk about that. And usually I leave it at the end of the video. I don't really take sponsored stuff for the channel just because I think it like derails the video. But I think this one was actually pretty good because it benefits you guys playing the game, and it's like BDO related. So yeah, that's all I wanted to talk about. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a fantastic day. Peace.